Well, I am car camping again this weekend, and so I drove down to Oregon to Silver Falls State Park, and I'm just exploring this area because my mom sent me a picture of a waterfall here, and so I thought I'd go check that out. I did do a tiny bit of research. There's like a bike trail, so I brought my bike, and I'm hoping to find a place to camp tonight. But as I stop at this day use part of Silver Falls, it looks like there are a bunch of trails and waterfalls, and it looks like the area is pretty big and there's a lot to explore. So it should be a pretty fun day, and it's just beautiful out. I mean, this part of Oregon is just really quaint. It looks like a Hallmark movie. And with all the farms and things, tons of Christmas tree farms, man. But so far, just a really beautiful area. So I'm having some lunch and then gonna keep exploring. So come along with me on this adventure. Also, I have a thought that I'll share with you a little later on. Alright, I have to say, if I'm giving a review of this park, this is very confusing. This is clearly the bike path. It said bike path, but then as I go this way, the fork in the road, this way, that sign says bicycles prohibited. Okay, what about this way? Is that okay? It doesn't say, but it does say bike route. That's what that sign says. So is this the bike route? But that's prohibited? They should put a sign there, bike route. I'm gonna try it. I hope that's okay to bike on. Well, this is pretty cool. This says swim area. Let's check it out. Okay, they must dam the water here and make a swim area during the summertime. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat area. Okay, so I followed the path, and it is okay to ride a bike on this path. So take the fork to the left, you're fine. Alright, I decided to check out some of the trails and see some waterfalls, hopefully. That is quite a tree. We got stairs. Oh, look at those stairs. Would it kill him to put in an escalator or something? I'm not a mountain goat. I don't think these are to the standard 7-Eleven size either. definitely not up to code. Well, that was pretty cool. I will share a thought with you, but this thought is not my own thought. A friend of mine gave me this idea after my last adventure video where I went car camping when I found my place to camp for the night. A couple times in the video I said, found a good spot to go to sleep. I think it's a pretty awesome place and it'll be a good place to wake up. Not a bad place at all to wake up and have some breakfast. It's gonna be a good place to wake up again. And well, my friend shared with me that has just been sticking in their mind because they were thinking about how we, as we go to bed at night, how might we set up the next morning? And I thought that was a neat thought. And we talked a little bit about it, how maybe as you're going to bed at night, it's an external kind of thing. Like maybe you don't want to wake up to a messy kitchen, so you make sure and do the dishes before you go to bed so that you set up the next morning well. Or maybe it's an internal thing where you're kind of like, man, this feeling I'm got in my heart or whatever, I don't want to wake up to that, so I'm gonna do something to deal with that now so that I wake up in the morning just so I can set up a little bit of a different start to my next day. I don't know, it's something to think about. It's got me intrigued. Maybe something else came to my mind. Sometimes throughout a day there's a scripture or a thought, a spiritual thought, something from God maybe that is kind of sticking with me. What if I could set that up, maybe I write it on a card or something, put it next to my bed, so that when I wake up, I have that thought to read, something to start the day. I don't know, but now I'm letting you think about it too, because my friend told me about this idea, and I think it's kind of a neat idea. How do you want to set up your morning? It doesn't just work with camping, but I think it works with camping too. Anyway, speaking of setting up the next morning, there are no camping areas available here right now, and it's not legal to camp on the side of the road. So I might just end up going home tonight. It's only a couple hours drive for me. I think I'm gonna end this video here, keep it short and sweet. Thanks for coming along with me on this adventure. See you in the next video.